So firstly, the tools to communicate. These are going to help you provide a better job description. So when you're doing the out-tasking type of scenario and actually are getting that job up there on Elance or Odesk, how to actually give that better job description. And then also how to communicate with your team to give them better feedback. Whether that is an out-tasker who's done a one-off website design for you and you want to give them some feedback and some changes, how do you give that to them in the most effective and efficient manner? But also with your ongoing team too, how do you actually communicate with your team on a regular basis? Because as we said early on today, the more detail you can give your team, the less it's going to cost you because it's going to be a quicker turnaround time. More detail means less problems. So let's go through some of this stuff. First thing, screen annotation. There's 3 programs that I recommend you look at. Jing Project is a free tool put out by TechSmith. There's also Skitch for the Mac or Screen Hunter from the PC. And these are some tools that I use on a daily basis. So I'm going to jump in and actually give you some ideas of where I could potentially and how I would use this. So if this was a website I was having someone design for me, how would I give feedback on this? If I open up Jing, for example, I'll show you Jing actually, I'll show you Sketch, I'll use Jing later. You open up Sketch, snap on the right hand side, and you can literally drag the crosshair over the website of what you want. Brings up the Sketch interface, and from here I can actually annotate all over it. I can draw arrows and say, look, I actually don't like that. I want to make this full colour. Because I want the fact that I was an young entrepreneur of the year, can't even say the word, entrepreneur of the year, I want that to stand out on this page. I want to make that full colour. Maybe I want to take this navigation up here and do something with it. So you can literally just annotate all over it. You can draw on the screen. So we use this all the time internally in the telco company when I'm looking at a report and just give instant feedback. I can then grab the drag me button and drag that into an email, and it drops in and attaches it straight to the email. It's fantastic. Jing, on the other hand, is a tool that sits in the right-hand side of your screen. PC and Mac, so it's cross-platform. Again, crosshair comes up, similar sort of thing. Here you have the ability to choose an image or a video. I'll touch on video in a moment, but again, capture an image and you can annotate all over it. You can draw squares, you can do the squares again, you can put in text. It's the same sort of thing. So if someone gives you a graphic design of a website or a business card, whatever it might be, it's a simple, quick, easy way to give the suggested changes. If you're getting someone to do a PowerPoint presentation, for instance, I know someone here just had a PowerPoint presentation done. Here's a great way to instantly give feedback of where you want colours changed, images moved. I don't like this font, I want this to move there, here and there. It's much more visual for someone having to actually write. On the 3rd line in the 2nd paragraph, I actually want you to change the font there. You know, it's too much interpretation when it's actually written. If it's visual, it's there or it's not there. So that's one of the biggest things for screen annotation. Screen video capture. Now I mentioned this in the earlier session of how I actually use the video capture stuff to actually give descriptive job specs or any other sort of feedback. Jing Project again is a fantastic tool. Camtasia for the PC or Screenflow for the Mac. They're more expensive and they do a lot more. They're great for doing actual proper video recording if you want to do some products and some in-depth stuff. If all you're doing is giving feedback or job specs, Jing is fantastic. Again, all you need to do is get the crosshair up. Get the crosshair up. I actually want to, do it. You can, and then you can hit the record video, and it'll actually start recording a video. And you can just talk your way through as your mouse moves along the screen. Let me cancel this, and I'll actually show you a Jing example that I did recently for a website I needed developed. So let me see if I can get the volume up on here. And I will show you where I actually use Jing to give some feedback. Yep.
Jing Pro and Camtasia, they're made by the same people.
Yeah, Camtasia allows you to actually record the screen and then edit the video afterwards.
Okay,
so
Jing doesn't let you edit.
No, Jing just literally just cuts the screen and then uploads it. And it's only got a 5 or 6 minute limit, whereas Camtasia can do for an hour.
Okay.
So Camtasia and ScreenFlow is great if you want to then edit the video, drop some music in behind, do some crossfades.
So you would use both, you would never use one as exclusive to the other?
Yeah, so I don't, when I'm doing actual feedback or job spec stuff, I use Jing because it's quicker and easier. I use Camtasia and ScreenFlow quite a bit when I'm actually doing some high-end product creation sort of stuff. But for description stuff, I just use Jing Project. It's quicker and easier.
Okay. Thanks
and
very much.
It's generally free. There's a couple of levels, but free one will be fine.